example, people trying to bring gasoline into the red zone. We just learned that 3 individuals were charged and the gasoline was taken away from them because the police have said, that's it, there's going to be no more gasoline to put in the rigs. We want to de-escalate the process altogether. That's what the chief of police's goal is. But I disagree fundamentally with the premise that these people have the right to peacefully protest. They're not protesting peacefully. We issued over 400 tickets, including a number of highway traffic acts, people not even eligible to drive. You know, this is there are more people today in hospitals across Canada than protesting on Parliament Hill. You had your day back 2 Saturdays ago. Now move on. Go
Mayor
back
Watson, forgive me for interrupting, sir, but these folks have said they're not leaving until they get what they want. Now, there's varying arguments as to what exactly they want, but what if things get violent? Essentially, what is being done to ensure that the public safety, which is already in question right now, the situation doesn't get worse?
Well, again, we don't want to pour fuel on a fire, but just a good example of the police working to get a problem solved. You saw down by the Rideau Canal, Confederation Park, not too far from Parliament Hill, there was a shack and a whole bunch of other temporary facilities put together. That's now been moved out and that area started to be cleaned up. So that's a good example of where we actually are moving and making some progress. We saw, as I mentioned, 3 people were charged bringing gasoline in. More people will be charged because the police have laid down the law. That's not going to happen anymore. And so those rigs will not have gasoline in them. And we're looking at any other method that we can get to. We had the GoFundMe people shut down their account. We have a serious emergency where we have to put all options on the table. And that may include some violence. We want to minimize that. But at the end of the day, if the people are not going to leave, they're going to have to be forced to leave. It's plain and simple. This cannot go on for months and months. This is causing such havoc and such grief to the people who live in the residential neighborhoods. You know.
In this present crisis, government is not the solution to our problem. Government is the problem.
Have you noticed that as everything around you seems to decline, one thing still grows? It is the power of your rulers. None of their plans and directives have solved your problems or made your life better. The only result has been their increased control over you at the cost of your freedom. Do you know why? You gave them the power.